Welcome, dear students, once again. Due to network issue, we could not continue, and there was a problem. It has been fixed now. I'm sure I'm now audible to you all. Yes, say yes. Those who have
Yes,
joined.
sir.
Okay, very good. So, in the introduction to the lesson, we have watched the video, and we know that this story is about a prince. When the prince was alive, he was very happy. But after his death, a big statue of his was erected on a pedestal. From there, the statue of Prince could see the entire city, and that time he saw the miseries of the people that he could not see when he was inside and alive. But after his death, when there was a big statue of that happy prince because he was very happy inside, and so it is said that happy prince. But later, when he died and his statue was erected on a pedestal, from there he could see the miseries, the sadness, or the grief of the people. And there he saw the poor people, the homeless, their hunger and starvation. And these were dear students. The prince was sad to see all these miseries, sadness of the people. And that's what we have seen and also watched in the video. So, is there anyone who wants spontaneously to share the summary of this text? Arya,
Yes, sir.
so please tell briefly what you have understood in the text.
Yes, sir. Once in a town, there lived a king, a prince. He was called the Happy Prince because he had been happy all his life, and he never faced sadness. Uh, After his death, his statue was erected on a pedestal in the middle of the
Very
town.
good.
The
Yes,
statue
right.
was covered with gold and had a precious sapphire stone embedded in his eyes, a ruby stone
Absolutely.
in his handle of his sword, and from there he could see all the places of the town and realize that in the town the people live in poverty and misery. This sight saddened him, and being helpless, he would weep to see the plight of his people. One day, a swallow bird was flying through the town on its way to Egypt to meet her friends. On the way,
Good.
it took the shelter and uh, for the night.
For the night, at the feet of the statue of the happy prince, then the bird realized that the statue was weeping, and upon inquiry realized the plight of the prince. We have watched it in the video. Isn't it? Continue, dear her, Arya.
Yes, sir. And after that, the helpless prince requested the bird to help it by becoming its messenger. After the initial refusal, the bird agreed to took the ruby stone out of his sword hilt and deliver it to a poor stream seamstress. The next morning, as he went to the bid goodbye, the statue convinced him to stay back for one more day. And that day, he asked the bird to remove the sapphire stone from the statue's eye and deliver it to the young playwright. Also, on the third day, the bird had pulled out
Very
the
good.
second sapphire stone for the poor match girl. By this time, the weather had become cold and the bird
Yes.
had developed an attachment with the statue. The bird did not want to leave the statue,
Right.
which had now become blind. The happy prince asked the bird to go
Absolutely.
around the city and to inform him the condition of the people living there. The bird told him that the rich were
Yes.
making merry while the poor were in misery. As the happy prince did not
Right.
have any more precious
Have any
stone,
more precious
he
stone?
ordered the bird to remove the gold foils from his body and distribute among
Yes.
people who were living without money. Gradually, the
Right.
statue of the prince lost its covering and became dull and grey. On the other hand, the poor became joyous and they got bread too to eat. The swallow bird was
Right.
now unable to withstand the cold weather and realized that its death was approaching. It
Yes.
informed the statue that it had to leave, and the statue who loved the bird asked to kiss him. As the
Yes.
bird died and fell at the statue's feet, the strange sound came out of the statue. The sound was
Yes.
of a cracking heart. Although the
Right.
statue's heart was made up of lead, it broke as it was overwhelmed with affection towards the bird. When the
Yes.
statue was melted in furnace, the heart did not melt and was thrown in the garbage. It landed near the swallow's body. God's angel took both the dead swallow and the broken heart to him, and they were the most precious thing on the land.
Very good, Arya. Thank you so much, dear.
Thank you, sir.
So, did Kushal, Nishant, Rajnandini, and Vansh understand this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, can we now discuss the question and their answers?
Yes, sir.
So, the first question is that I'm putting in the chat box. Kushal More, you please read it and also please try to answer. Kushal, the question is, why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Is he really happy? What does he see all around him? Here is an answer. Once you can read the answer.
Sir, can I or one?
Yes, you can.
Why do the countries call the prince the happy prince? Is he really happy? What does
Hmm.
he see all around him? The prince called the
Good.
happy prince because all his life he had lived in happiness. After his death, his statue was put up in the middle of the town. From there, he could see the plight of the people, which made him unhappy. The sight of poor, sad people made him unhappy.
Very good. Next question is there. You can see. Nishant, you please read the question and try to answer it.
So can I?
Nishant. Yes,
The
Rajnandini,
page
you
is not
can.
printed. Can you please scroll up to that page?
On the screen, in the chat box, question is there. Okay, Rajnandini, you do
Sir,
please.
reading. Why does the happy prince send a ruby for the seamstress? What does the swallow do in the seamstress house?
Right. There is an answer. Can you please read it?
Yes, sir. The happy prince saw that the poor seamstress was tired and had no money to look after her ill son. He thought of helping her by sending her the ruby. The swallow placed the ruby stone on the work table next to the table. Next to, sir, what is that? Thimble.
Yes.
Then it flew over to the sick child who was uneasy, as his mother had dozed off while working, and the boy was feeling hot. The swallow flapped its wings to give him some air. This comforted the boy and put him to sleep.
Very good. Now the next question is being read by Vansh. Vansh, you please read it. What does the swallow see when it flies over the city? This is a question. Can anyone answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Rajnandini?
The swallow bird saw the rich making merry in their beautiful house, while the beggars were sitting at the gates. He flew
Right.
into dark lanes and saw the white faces of starving children looking out listlessly at the black streets. Under the
Good.
archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in each other's arms, trying to keep themselves warm. They were
Very good.
hungry. They ran away from there when the watchman shouted at them.
Very good. Thank you, Rajnandini. Now the next question is, why did the swallow not leave the prince and go to Egypt? Arya, you please read it and also try to answer.
Why did the swallow did not leave the prince and go to Egypt? Answer: the swallow bird did not leave the prince as it loved him. As the statue was blind, the bird wanted to remain with him.
Very good. Nishant, the next question, can you please read? Here it is.
Yes, sir. What are the precious things mentioned in the story? Why are they precious?
Hmm. Can you answer it?
Yes, sir. The precious
Answer.
things, the two precious things are the dead swallow bird and the statue's broken heart. According to God, they were precious because in the garden of paradise, the little bird shall sing forevermore, and in heaven, the happy prince's heart shall praise God.
Very good. So the body of that swallow bird, even if it was dead, and the heart of the prince, even if it was in the form of statue and was made up of leaves, but they were the most precious things according to God, and they were finally were put into the heaven. Right? So this way, I'm sure you have understood the story about Happy Prince. Do you have any more queries, dear students, as far as our OTPA is concerned?
Sir, what are writing skills that are going to come?
Okay, I'm now sharing with you all the complete question paper pattern. Even if I had shared with you a month or more than that time ago, can you see it on the screen now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now I will explain you everything. You know that we have three textbooks. Textbook 1, that is Beehive. Textbook 2 is Supplementary Reader, Moments. And third, Words and Expression, the workbook. And in the revised curriculum, you know that some of the texts have been deleted. So I'm sure you can see here that our textbook or the name of our subject is English Language and Literature with code number 184. And this is the syllabus for class 9 for the academic year 2020-21. Earlier, there were three sections in the question paper. Section A was for reading skills, Section B for writing skills with grammar, and Section C was for literature textbooks and supplementary reading text. But this time, keeping in view the COVID-19 situation, there are only two parts in the question paper. Part A. In part A, the first thing is reading, and under reading, there are two unseen passages for 20 marks, 10 marks each. Each of the unseen passages will have 12 questions with multiple choice answers, and you need to choose one of them as a correct answer, and you can attempt only 10 out of 12. Can you see the students here on the screen? The details
Yes, sir.
about it? Good. And second question is also the same, having 12 questions, each one some alternatives, and you need to attempt only 10 out of 12. Isn't it easy? All questions are multiple choice. and you just need to choose one of the right answer, the correct answer, referring to the unseen passages given there. And this way you have good opportunity to score 20 of 20 here. I don't find anything difficult. Do you have any doubt about this? You please let me
No,
know.
No, sir.
no, okay. No,
Okay,
sir.
then let's move ahead to the next part under part A, that is literature textbook under reading main title. So literature textbook is also similar. In question number 1 and 2 there were unseen passages, but here the passages will be from our textbook. That is question number 3. It will be the prose, means text, the lessons, the stories that we have studied. And there will be two stories or two paragraphs given, one optional to another, each one having 5 questions, same way, multiple choice questions. But dear students, one thing you need to understand here very well, that even if there are two passages given, having each one of them 5 questions, you can't attempt 3 from one and 2 from others. No, either you attempt all 5 from the first one or all 5 from the next one. You can't do like 3 from here, 2 from here, 1 from here, and 4 from here. No, not accepted. This way you will lose your marks. So either you choose these 5 or these 5. This one paragraph or the other one. Optional to each other. Got your students well? Understood? No confusion? Question number
Sir.
3. Very good. Now question number 4 is also similar to question number 3. But in question number 3 there were the stories or the prose. But here in question number 4 there will be poetry. Means there will be 1 or 2 stanzas optional to each other followed by 5 questions. Same way, either you attempt the first stanza with 5 questions or the next stanza with 5 questions. It's up to you. This is the way alternatives and uh, internal choice has been provided for you all. Understood? So this way, again, you got more 10 marks. So 20 plus 10, 30 marks. Isn't it very easy? Just to read, find the answer and write it. Write also, it means you just need to write the correct alternative. For example, question number 3, in that first paragraph you have chosen the first question with 4 alternatives, A, B, C, D. So you write question number 3 main, that is given in Roman. Then below that, one question will be there, that will be our English number 1, and followed by 4 alternatives. For example, C option is correct. So write C, and then what is that option? That's it. So simple, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And same way for question number 4 also. So question number 1, 2, 3, 4 from part A are just to read, find, and choose the correct answer. That's what we can say. Now question number 5 under part A, that is grammar, for 10 marks. It is also very easy. 10 fill in the blanks will be provided with each question having 4 alternatives. That will also be provided. You just need to select and choose the correct alternative and write as I told you. So what are the grammar topics? You can focus on tenses, modules, subject verb concord, reported speech, and determiners. You know, don't read these names of these topics. So simple, I am giving you an example so that you can understand. For example, there is a text or there is a statement given out of these 12 sentences. First, I dash go to Pune tomorrow. This is a sentence given, and options are provided: and, or, should, shall. Which is the correct one? Respond, dear students. I will repeat the sentence. I, fill in the blank, go to Pune tomorrow. And options are and, or, should, shall.
Shall.
Shall be.
Shall.
Absolutely. Again, now I'm giving one example of subject verb concord. Subject verb concord also, you need to choose now alternative. I dash teaching you now. This is a sentence. I fill in the blank Teaching you now. Options: am, is, are, was.
I am
am,
speaking.
M.
Yes, am. Very good. This is called subject verb concord. Models you understood. Tenses, that is future tense and all you understood. This way, now another determiners I'm telling you. Fill in the blank are my notebooks on the table. Option: this, they, and that. What is the correct?
These.
Absolutely. Got it? So these are the only common things. With some general example will be there in your exam paper, and you need to choose the right alternative and write it in your answer book. Understood, dear students? Any query about the grammar topics?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Very good.
No, sir.
Now the next topic or the part of the question paper is part B. So part A is for 40 marks, 50% weightage. Out of 80, 40 marks, 50% of the paper is completely objective, where you just need to select the right alternative given there and write it with the option number in your answer book. And you know that these are the deleted topics, that passive voice, noun clause, adverb clause, and all, and also the preposition. So there won't be any questions based on prepositions. Are you all able to see it on the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
The next part. Now, again, question number one. So, dear students, you cannot shuffle the parts. You can shuffle the question in a part, but you cannot shuffle the parts. For example, if you are writing question number one, you are writing question number one from part B. It will create and also for the person who is checking your papers. Right? So you please don't change the order of the questions given there. You will find question number one under part A also and question number one under part B also. So accordingly, do mention the parts and put properly the question numbers. And here is writing
Okay, sir.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
mainly there are two.
Sir, you are not audible.
Am I now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So I was telling you that if the picture or the image of Albert Einstein is given in the question paper, you may be asked to write a descriptive paragraph about Albert Einstein. Then you should mention when he was born, how his childhood was, how he grew, and how he became finally a scientist. You will be provided some clues, but finally it's up to you how you elaborate in your own words. And you do follow the word limit. If you are asked to write your answer in 100 to 120 words, it should not be less than 100 words and not more than 120 words. So please follow it well. And you may be asked for diary entry also. You will be given a circumstances, and accordingly you may be asked to write a diary entry. You know the format. Dear diary, the salutation, above that day, date, timing if possible, and the content briefly, and at the end to the left hand side or maybe to the right hand side, the name that is given in the question paper. So this way you will be given one question based on a descriptive paragraph on a person, and another question optional to that, a diary entry. So you please prepare one of them well, because they are optional to each other and you need to write only one. It carries 5 marks. Understood?
So we
Question
have to
number
write
one.
in that summary.
Where dear? Descriptive
Um,
paragraph.
yes.
Descriptive paragraph. I just told you an example of Albert Einstein, but it is not required that the question will be from textbook only. It can be like, write a descriptive paragraph about the Prime Minister of India, but you will be given the picture there about a person and some more information. So based on that, you need to write the descriptive paragraph. Understood? You have
Yes, sir.
to not, be worried that what if I don't know the person. No, you will be given the some visual and verbal clues, right? And for diary entry, you will be given the same information that you are going to put. Your skill is to present it in a proper way with your own words in a simple language, but formal language, right? Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, second question under part B from writing only, writing skill. It is a story writing. You will be given the beginning of the story. Well, in class 8 also it was there. You can be given beginning of the story, or you can be given some instances from the story, or you may be given the ending of the story, and also some names of characters and like that, in order to help you to make a story interesting. There will be two questions based on story writing only, optional to each other. So you can choose one of them and develop your story in your own words, right? Understood? Previous year, there were the descriptive paragraphs on a place or event, like um, write a descriptive paragraph about Teachers' Day, or write about the famous place or the tourist spot you like. But this type of questions won't be there this year, and nor there will be any letter writing for you, right? So this is only the part under writing, that is descriptive paragraph about a person only or a diary entry. That's it. And the hints or the clues will also be given, and story writing. Understood, dear students? Any doubt about writing skill?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Okay, now there is the another part, question number 3, literature. Pardon?
We can't see the screen.
You are not able to see? Okay, I'm sharing with you. But did you understand up to what we have discussed? Part
Yes, sir.
A completely, and also some part of part B, that is writing skill. Can you see now? Yes, dear students.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
And this is now the part from literature based on our textbook in English for class 9, that is Beehive, and a supplementary reader in English, that is Moments. So the question number 3, dear students, here you need to understand very important thing, that there will be 6 alternatives provided. 6. But you can't attempt 4 or all 3 from Beehive and only 1 from Moments. No. Make it very clear, and you should be very sure that you are attempting 2 out of these 3 and another 2 from these 3 questions. So there will be 6 questions given, 3 from Beehive and 3 from Moments. You need to attempt 2 from Beehive and 2 from Moments. You cannot attempt all 3 from Beehive and only 1 from Moments. Then you will lose your marks definitely. So ensure that you are writing only 2 questions from Beehive and 2 from Moments. I am very sure that you know and you can identify even if the questions are mixed altogether. You know which is the text is from Beehive and which one from Moments. So accordingly, you please ensure, and again telling you that you are writing 2 questions from Beehive and 2 from Moments. Then only you will get 2 into 4, 8 marks. And your answer should be in 20 to 30 words. Then question number 4. Here also you need to follow the same. That you will be given 6 questions, 3 from Beehive, 3 from Moment, each carrying 3 marks. And this way you need to attempt 2 from Beehive, 2 from Moment, and 3 into 4, 12 marks you are going to obtain this way. So as far as question number 3 and 4 is concerned, what care you should take? You please tell me, I have told you. Let me confirm if we have really understood it. 6 questions are given there. 3 are based on Beehive and 3 are based on moments. You need to attempt 2 separately from Beehive and moments respectively. Understood?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Very good. And now question number 5 and 6. Question number 5 is completely based on Beehive. It is a self-response question. And question number 6 is also completely based on moments. And this way, this is the question paper pattern, the new one, revised one. And these are the things, that the Lake Isle of Innisfree, the snake and the mirror, they have been deleted. And the duck and the kangaroo, we have already studied in class 8, also deleted. Supplementary reader movements, Ishwaran the storyteller, and the accidental tourist, they have been deleted. So even if I had shared with you these details before also, but for your reference, you can see here on the screen. So any confusion, any doubt about any question, any part of this question paper pattern?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, the timing of exam is 9 a.m. or 11 a.m.
11 was finalized, but let's share earlier. Even our honorable principal ma'am told us to share with you all at 9 o'clock, because you will get enough time, ample time, to write your answers and present your paper the best way. Rajnandini, is my voice now well audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Anything else? Any questions? Any doubts? Any queries? You please
No,
put
sir.
here.
No,
If
sir.
you come across if any later also, you please contact me. I'm always available. Fine.
Sir, in the fun day had lesson, there is a question that did Margie had regular hours of school? Sir, so answer is that her mother forced her to regularly attend, or she had regular hours.
No, mother believed that if a child studies regularly in a specific time every day, it helps the child understand everything better. For example, dear Nishan, if I am having food today at 9 a.m. and tomorrow 10 a.m., the day after tomorrow 12 noon, so do you think it will affect my body?
Yes, sir.
So there should be a specific time. Our body is also working like a clock. If you are having food every day at 12 noon, you will every day feel hungry at 12 noon only, not before that. It's a alarm of our body that makes us habitual. So it is always better that you should have specific and regular timings for your study. And so Maggie's mother believed in that, and so she had regular hours for her studies, right? Otherwise, it was a computer robot. Anytime she could get up and start studying. But her mother never liked that. Understood, dear Nishan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any more queries? Any more doubts? Please let me know if there are any. Or that's enough for today. You watched the video well? Did you like it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So nothing else. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead and all the best for the examination. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.